FC25 Realism sliders and settings following Title Update 3. Now, Title Update 3 is live on all platforms and it is a big one. It's an update that addresses quite a lot of bugs, from gameplay fixes to career mode bugs that have been bothering us since launch. This is an update that I've been looking forward to for quite a while, and it is a very, very positive one. The game is not perfect, but this is a big step in the right direction. Now, if you guys want sliders to make the game realistic, to make the game fun, and to keep the game challenging, then this is the video for you, and these are the sliders and the settings to use for your experience. If you go to this video, please drop a like on it and subscribe as well. I'd greatly appreciate that. Now, just a quick shout out to all the members on the channel, everybody who has signed up as a member. I greatly appreciate your support, and you guys really are the VIPs on this channel. Now we're going to kick things off here with the game settings. I've shown my settings in the first video, I've shown my settings in the second video as well. Just a quick update on what I have changed, and it is through passing. Some of you guys may have seen following the Title Update 2 sliders that I was like, hey, think about using manual through passing and manual ground passing to make the game a bit more difficult. Now, I have opted to use manual through passing because I want it to be more difficult to play through the defense to get that killer ball. I want that to be more difficult. However, I have opted for semi-assisted ground passing because I found that fully manual ground passing just ended up with me not progressing up the field as much as I did, and ended up forcing me to dribble with the ball than actually pass it through. So I'm using manual through passing and semi-assisted ground passing, but of course you guys can just adjust it to however you see fit. And I have pass block assistance off. If you have it on, the game is going to be more intense. It's going to be more difficult to pass through the opposition and for them to pass through you. So to increase the chances of both teams scoring, I have turned it off. If you want a more intense game, by all means keep it on. Let me know what you guys opt to do. The rest of my settings, you can just pause the video at any point to check them out. So now let's get into the sliders. Of course, the gameplay tab is custom because we're going to be customizing our own sliders. The wind effect is on medium. Anything higher than that is just ridiculous, and anything lower than that is just non-existent. So I have it on medium. Weather effects are on, of course. Sprint speed is on 35 for both the user and the CPU, and acceleration is on 49 for both the user and the CPU. So it stays the exact same from the Title Update 2 sliders. The user shot error is on 62, the CPU shot error is on 60, so they have a 2 advantage there. The pass error for the user is now all the way up to 72. This mainly has to do with the fact that I now use semi-assisted ground passing instead of fully manual. If you're using fully manual ground passing, you may want to reduce this slider, because if you're using fully manual ground passing with that high pass error, then I struggle to see how you're going to enjoy the game, how you're still going to have hair, because you're probably going to pull all of it out. So I have it on 72, mainly because I use semi-assisted ground passing. Now the pass error for the CPU is on 64, so they're going to make less errors in passing than you are. Again, to keep it challenging. We then have the shot speed for the user is on 46 and the shot speed for the CPU is on 45. So in that instance, the user has a 1 advantage there. It just reduces the amount of goals without completely nerfing down their accuracy, right? You want your goalkeeper to be able to make some saves, but you don't want them to be missing every chance they get. So the best way to do that is by reducing the shot speed. We then have the pass speed of the user on 45 and the pass speed of the CPU on 39. Again, the user's pass speed is greatly determined by the type of passing you use. Again, I use semi-assisted ground passing. If you use fully manual ground passing, I would suggest having your pass speed higher than I have it here. We then have injury frequency on 75 for both user and CPU, and then injury severity is on 33 as well for both. Goalkeeper ability remains on 59 for both user and CPU. The marking is on 64 for both the user and the CPU, so it has been reduced because I found that they mark quite tightly either way, and you'll see it's difficult to create chances, and when you do create a chance, depending on how good or how clear cut the chance is, it may still be difficult to finish the chance. So these sliders will definitely reduce the amount of goals you have, right? And a large part of that will be determined by how good your players are. Of course, the better players you have, the better you'll be at finishing the chances or just dribbling past everybody or whatever, right? So player stats will definitely matter a lot here in terms of passing, in terms of dribbling, in terms of finishing especially. Yeah, the stats are really gonna matter. Run frequency is on 38, and that's just to increase the amount of runs your players and the CPU players, they're both on 38, just to increase the amount of runs that they make throughout the game so that they don't just stand there and look at you in the face the whole time. I, of course, like to manually initiate a run at points, so it's a bit lower, reduces the amount of runs, reduces the amount of chances overall, but it is increased from the title update 2. I believe that was on 35. This time it is on 38. Line height is on 60. Line length is on 36. And we have reduced the width to 48. You'll see in the pitch notes, if you go through them, they have actually increased the line width specifically for back five formations, but I believe it has been done across the board because you'll find more spaces within the middle of your defensive line, right? Like between your center backs, or between your left back and your center back, or between your right back and your center back, you'll have more spaces. So to reduce that, we have reduced the line width to 48 for both the user and the CPU. We then have fullback positioning on 80. It's been there from launch and it continues to be there. The power bar, I have it on 50. That is down to personal preference. First touch control error for the user is 14, and first touch control error for the AI or the CPU is 58. I believe those have not been changed either. So there you go. There are the sliders. There are the settings. Of course, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I'm really enjoying the game right now, but I'm also really struggling with the gameplay at the moment. Well, case in point, me getting sacked at Real Madrid. But that's the whole point, right? It's to make it realistic. It's to make it challenging, and it's to make it more fun. I'll be honest, right now I'm kind of struggling on the whole fun side. It's very realistic, it's very challenging, not so fun, but I guess I also have to adapt to the sliders as well. So give it some time. Of course, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. If you have enjoyed it, please drop a like and subscribe as well. I've been with you, Crusher, and I'll see you guys next time.